Hi, how many of you have learned something growing up that you in turn taught your children and they've taught their children? Well, my mother taught me origami when I was up, the art of paper folding. And she taught my children, and my children are teaching their children. So it's a lot of fun. It's it takes a little bit of concentration. So you're using your mind to work out the paper folds. You're using your hands for dexterity. So it's good for the young and the old and everybody in between. And you can make some very beautiful things. The art of origami, um, the word origami, I'm sorry, comes from Japan. Ori meaning folded, gami meaning paper, folded paper. So now you know where the word origami originated from. And it originated in Japan around the 6th century, I believe. And I was reading a little bit about it. It looks like it came from China around the 1st century, and it may have been around before that. 95 amazing paper folding projects. And in it, it has many different designs. We'll teach you a couple of easy designs, how to make an envelope and how to make a treat basket, because they're both very easy. I don't do them exactly the way they're done in the book. I've kind of tweaked them a little bit, and it's more like the way I've learned how to do it. Most of these books come with paper. Um, this is a smaller book, Origami Animals. It comes with 6 by 6 sheets of paper in the back, all different colors and designs. Very pretty, very a little bit thin paper. This larger book is called the biggest ever book of origami just because it's a large book, not because it's got so much in it. And it comes with large 13 by 13 sheets of paper. This is my daughter's book. The paper is also a bit thicker, but I'm going to show you with this paper because it's larger, and larger paper is usually a little bit easier to work with. So the first design I'm going to show you is the envelope. So I'm going to take this 13 by 13 piece of paper, which I have pre-folded to make it a little easier, and you're going to take it and fold it. I could use the white side if I wanted to make a white envelope, but I'm going to use the printed side because it's kind of pretty. So you're going to take it and you're going to fold it into a triangle, into a V. So you're just going to do that. And then you're going to take the top fold and fold it down, not quite to the bottom so that it's like an envelope there. And then you're going to unfold it. We basically want the fold to be there, the crease to be there for later. Then I'm going to take the left side and I'm going to fold it over a little over halfway. You want this corner to match up. So, kind of keep a little eye on that. You can refold it a couple of times if you don't get it right the first time. So I'm going to fold that over a little over halfway, and then I'm going to take the right side and I'm going to fold that over as well, over here. And then you're going to take this, see it's open a little bit, that flap, and you're going to tuck it. And that's how it holds together. You're going to tuck that right flap into the left flap, and it's closed. But you kind of have this opening here. So you still need to take this top piece of the V and fold it down. Not both pieces, but just the front one. And you're going to take this, pull this out with your hand, and tuck it in. Kind of push it in here like that. And then when you do that, see, it creates a closure in the front. And when you open it up, you have an envelope. It's all closed in, and you can put something in there. It's not going to fall out. So I would suggest putting a piece of tape or maybe one of those cute little stickers on the front there to close that up. When you close the flap, you can again seal it with a cute little sticker, and you can turn it around and you could address it to somebody. Now this paper is a little bit darker, so it might be a little harder to see if you were going to mail this paper. I would suggest if you're mailing an envelope that you use a lighter colored sheet of paper. But this is a very pretty envelope to hand somebody, very personal, creative. And how many of you have lost an envelope? Say you buy a card and you can't find the envelope. Well, I can't be the only one that's done that. So you can create your own envelope, which is kind of cool. It's personal. So that's an envelope. I also have a couple of smaller versions of the envelope here. See, this is the 6x6 sheet of paper that I had created a little envelope of. But these are all 6x6. But you can pretty much use any size paper as long as it's even, the same measurements horizontally and vertically, because you need it to be even. The second design I'm going to show you is a treat basket or a treat bag. Again, I'm going to start with the 13 by 13 piece of paper, and you're going to take that and again fold it into a V, into a triangle. So you'll bring this top fold down, the top of it, a little over halfway, and you're just going to crease it because again it's going to kind of be like the shape of an envelope. And then you're going to uncrease it. This is, by the way, called a mountain fold when you fold it down like that, because it's got an edge up here at the top that's like a mountain top. So you close this and then reopen it. Now this one, I'm not going to take it over like I did with the envelope. What I'm going to do with this is you're going to bring this top peak down, but you're going to fold it so that it lays long ways. This is going to match the bottom. So you want this to be long ways, and you're going to crease it like so. But then you're going to unfold it again, because really we just need that crease there. And I'll show you why in a moment. You're going to open that back up, and then where you creased it at, you're going to take this left corner, you're going to pull it up to the top of that crease there, and you're going to fold it in like that. Then you're going to take this right corner, bring it over to the top here, and crease it like that. So it kind of looks like a little flower pot. Now, you might wonder, how are you going to hold that together? Because there's no opening to tuck it into. Well, this is how you're going to do that. You're going to take this front flap, just the front one, not the back one. And if you turn it this way, you can see that there are openings here. So you're going to take this front opening, you're going to take this front flap, you're going to tuck it into that front flap and kind of push it in there. It's a little hard to do up in the air like this, so I'm going to lay it down for a second and push it in, and then bring it back up and show you. Okay, now it's closed and it is together. And when you open it up, there's an opening, and it's like an envelope or a treat basket, and you can close it up with the little flap just like an envelope, or you can turn the flap around, tape it to the other side, and just have nothing to do with it. You can be very creative with this. And again, you can make smaller ones as well. This is the 6x6 sheet of paper. I made like a little smaller cup here, a little smaller treat bag. You can put like a little pair of earrings or a little trinket in there and seal it up and give it as a gift. The little envelopes also are great for gift cards. You know, you can fit just the right size little gift card in there, which is nice. Another thing that you can make are the cranes. I did not show you how to make that. That takes a little more time. It's a little more complicated. But cranes are very popular in Japan. You can create a lot of little cranes and string them along and make them into almost like a little wind chime. They won't make noise because they're paper unless you add something in between to make noise. These are made out of the 6x6 sheets of paper. This was made out of just some wrapping paper I had laying around, but you had to cut it to match. So you had to make sure that each side was the same length. This was made out of just a piece of fold it into the straight V and then cut the top off, and you an even piece of paper that would be the same size horizontally and vertically. So that's just a little tidbit there if you wanted to figure out how to cut something evenly without getting a measuring tape out. This is a little box that you can create. You can also create a little larger box for the top to make a lid and put something in it as a little gift. This is a frog that my daughter made. They're a little more complicated, the frogs. I have never been good at making frogs, but you can make all kinds of animals. This book here shows you how to make dinosaurs and birds and all kinds of things. My grandson loves dinosaurs. This larger book here has a lot of different designs in it, such as clothes. It has clothes that you could make for like paper dolls, which is kind of nice. And I think I'm interested in giving some of these a try with my granddaughter. I think she'd have a good time with that. And as I said, it's a great pastime for a rainy day. You're bored, you don't have anything to do. Um, you can just sit down and do some origami. You're sitting there waiting for your meal to come at a restaurant. You can fold your little napkin up. It's my daughters liked to do things like that. You can make them as small as you want, but they're more complicated. You can use a gum wrapper, whatever is at your fingertips. So I look forward to I hope that all of you will give it a try. I look forward to seeing all of your videos, and I hope that you do give it a try. And I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration today. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.